welcome back to Geekvolution After Dark. I'm Captain Logan. How's it going, Patreon? It is our second episode of Geekvolution After Dark, and the first thing we would like to do this evening is to say thanks very much to all of our new patrons. You know, I almost said everybody please press play. Almost did that. 1 hour on the clock, ladies and mofos. Here we go.
You ready, folks?
Are you ready for dun 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 dun?
Let's play.
Right now.
Oh no, you lost it.
We're not synced. We're not synced.
We're not synced. Hold on. Rewind.
I want to talk about how too many people don't like to talk about their tattoos. Like if
I know where this is coming from.
Yeah, if you
didn't even ask her.
I know.
She could have been
because
really
I know
polite.
People hate it when you ask them about their tattoos. But look, folks, if you have cool tattoos,
if you're at a Chipotle.
Yes, if you're standing in line, this is going to sound real specific, but if you're standing in line at a Chipotle and you have some kind of an Eastern symbol on some kind of like a Japanese or a Chinese symbol on the back of your neck, expect someone to ask you what it means, because...
You didn't even ask her.
I
you should dye your hair red and then shave it?
I used to do the Wolverine hair.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that would be really funny. I'm red for a month, and then I make a video where I'm like, well, bad news, folks. There was a meteor shower in Kansas because that's where I live.
Will kill you.
And then, yeah, but if I told her it was for a joke and I was going to grow it right back, she might be kind of okay with it.
I don't need tiny cue cards. I know exactly what my first thing is.
Tiny cue cards.
All right. So I don't want to get off on the rant here.
This homelessness. I hate the homelessness problem.
So I'm going to talk for a minute. You tell me if I cross a line, if I go too far. And then...
Okay. Let's find something to make a line with, shall we? Do you see anything?
Not one of those... Not one of those DC drawing a line lines.
Here's the line. We'll see if he crosses it, okay? This is... I wish I thought of this ahead, and I could get like a... oh my god, what the... What is that?
That's a fly?
That is no, it's not a fly. It's a very large moth. Yeah, it's Arthur. Arthur's over there, you guys. No, I wish I had brought out like tape measure or something. Anyway, okay. This is the line.
So I want to talk about the whole geek culture thing that we have going on right now. That everyone's so ecstatic about.
This is my scared face.
That I've talked before about not being crazy about, and I finally nailed down what it is that bothers me. So imagine you really like making sandcastles.
Sure.
Okay.
I can imagine.
You make really cool, intricate sandcastles. And you find some friends that also make really cool, intricate sandcastles, and you guys bond over sandcastles. Then all of a sudden, a bunch of people start making sandcastles. And that now becomes the norm, and everyone likes sandcastles, and they all tell you they love sandcastles. And
because that's just what people do on the weekends now.
And the standard
for the
standard for sandcastles are now these sandcastles.
If I may, in this setting, give you a tiny bit of advice.
Sure.
I think
in front of God and everyone.
Right. Yeah. Record and in fact, God became a patron last week. That was
nice.
Yeah. He got, and the problem is he got on the $15 tier, and I don't know where the is in that package.
Oh man,
that's gonna be difficult.
Tied to a balloon.
But. Yeah. Really, and then he'll think that's cute because that's the way we get babies too. But anyway, so
I was with you while you're writing the novel, but I really want to read it myself.
Anyway, God, if you're watching, that's just a joke. No, so what does God need with a starship anyway?
Or balloon.
I think you should maybe, and I speak this from experience, because I certainly wasn't doing this myself when it happened. It fell in my lap. Sarah, this sounds terrible. Sarah fell in my lap, basically.
Don't ever say that.
I won't. People have, and I don't know if this is connected enough to what we're talking about.
Sure.
But I have this reputation for being a big Clock King fan. I don't know nearly enough about that character.
Sure, and we all have things like that.
But some things, and this is not the right word at all. There's like knowledge and fandom and being like a fan of something, and then there's almost like a fetish. And I don't mean I have a Clock King fetish. I don't mean that's not the right word.
I understand what you're saying.
But like
it's like Sarah and Venom.
It's kind of like that. Yeah, because she doesn't have to know everything about Venom. She just likes the aesthetic.
Yeah.
She likes the idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like Sarah pretends like she knows everything there is to know about Venom.
No,
she doesn't even like Spider-Man.
She couldn't even articulate why she liked Venom. She's like, kill Spider-Man? Like, that was her answer to me? Like, why do you like Venom? Kill Spider-Man.
Yeah, but you can't say she's pretending anymore.
No, not at all.
When I finally got it to work on the Retron, I was, once again, only able to get through the first half of that level. And not because it glitched out at that point, it was working, it was pristine. It was because the game is so hard. When I got to the middle of that level, I just couldn't get any further than that, so it wouldn't have mattered if the cartridge wasn't glitching out. I still would have been stuck and couldn't have gotten any farther. So, I guess I just can't play Crash Test Dummies. I guess that's the moral of the story.
Play past that
and that is one of those games, you know, AVGN is always complaining about this. That's one of those games where everything you hit, like, sends you back. No, it just shoots you backwards. It's so irritating.
You saw me. I was genuinely angry when I found this out. I'm livid. So,
Can I real fast, can I tell my favorite part of this story
Sure.
before you get into it?
Sure.
Because it's about the fact that we don't know yet what the hell he's talking about. He comes out from smoking, and he barrels down the staircase like he's pissed. Like he's gonna come down at me with a knife, like I've done something. You know, he's barreling down the staircase, and he's like, "Cap, oh my God! You'll never believe what I just found out!" And then I said...
Well, I think I said I have a thing for the show.
I have a thing... No, you hadn't said that yet.
Oh,
you had not said that. That's why it's funny.
Okay.
You were like, oh my God, I'm so pissed off. I gave the natural response. I said the thing that anyone in my place then would have said, which was, what happened? Oh, well, I can't tell you. Because I'm going to use it on After Dark. But you came barreling down the staircase. How curious must I be right now? So I insisted he tell me, and he told me. But I was like,
did it pay off?
Yeah, it did.
It did.
And I'm gonna have to listen to it again, and that's fine. And I just had that with Crash Test Dummies. But I'm like, you can't barrel down a staircase like that, and then expect me not to be like, well, gee, what's wrong, Eric?
4 months, and I told you about this months ago.
You did.
I refused to update my phone because the update would take away the gun emoji. And on principle, I am not okay with this. First of all, how am I supposed to tell people how my day is? But just on principle, I am not okay with you taking away my gun emoji.
I honestly think this is one of the weirdest pet peeves. Like, I'm with you. They shouldn't... I don't think
that's
silly.
fucking squirt gun.
I know.
So anyways, I have 4 months dealt with at least once a day. Do you want to update now? No, update later. You sure you want to update later? Yeah, I'm updating later. 4 months. It was there in the first place. Don't take it away from me. If you want to add a squirt gun emoji, that's fine. Don't take my gun emoji.
You know what would be really funny? If instead of...
They're coming for our gun emojis?
You know what would be really funny? We really need gun emoji control, I think. That's important.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody from work about this because she wanted to play like a game. And it's like, there's like you can do games on iPhones now, like in the iPhone chat or whatever. And so... I was like, it's just a picture. And she's like, well, have you updated your phone? And I was like, no, I haven't. Because I need to have my gun emoji. And she goes, yeah, but no one else can see it. I was like, what? She goes, if you do the gun emoji, on my side, it's just a squirt gun. And so I sent a picture with the gun.
You've had squirt guns all this time.
So
you know, you have never sent me that emoji. You've been about this for months. You've never sent me that.
I actually don't use it that much. So I want to talk about how many times a day I think about having Wolverine claws. And by a lot of time, I mean like a couple of seconds, every couple of hours.
Life is short.
Thinking like, just having like a moment of being like, if I could just pop, like just thinking about like when my claws come out, but I don't have claws. And the hand is perfectly designed for claws right here. And we talked about this, that like, a lot of it comes from just seeing this so much. Like, it almost feels natural, the idea that claws will snicked out. That like I think about like it's not even like it's
I just
not
love getting that thought in your my claws.
It's not like an anger. Like that's what you think it would be like. Oh man, this head, who's being an asshole. If I could just pop my claws. It's not like that. Like I'll just be standing there, I'm like, I kind of wish I could pop claws.
I could be Marvel vs. Capcom Wolverine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
he stands like this.
I'm Berserker Mirage. I would.
Is that what the he's saying in that?
Yeah.
Okay. I
think that's what he's saying.
I don't know.
Is this like a Nirvana song where like everybody thinks it's
all the dialogue in Marvel vs. Capcom is like a Nirvana song?